Hey guys, welcome back to my 2A channel again. A little awkward. I redid my table and it's a little too tall now, so a little overachieving here. Hey, I got a couple different rifles here. This is a Remington Model 721, chambered in 30-06. This is my son's rifle. I already took this off. It had this little 4-power Weaver scope. It's a rather old scope. It just has it's a straight 4-power. There's no adjustment for magnification, and it doesn't have a standard crosshair. Like I said, it's an older scope, so it just has kind of it's just a T more than anything. It doesn't have the full crosshair. The bottom comes up. It's got a T. I like the scope. I think it would work pretty well, but he's not too fond of it. So didn't really have much in the way of extra scopes laying around. The only thing I had sitting around was this old Tasco 3-9x40. Figured we'd stick that on there for now, and so I can get a different scope in and get a Leopold or a Bushnell or something in. I also have this. Is a Model 597 Remington 22, and I'm thinking that this little 4-power Weaver scope would kind of look nice on there. I think it'd work good. So, I was messing around looking at it. The scope mounts for this won't work on this. Too wide, and also these little knobs, adjustment and tightening knobs, get in the way of the charging handle, the bolt, I'm gonna call it. And then I've got this Tasco. These are too short. This has it's good. Originally this was open sights. Somebody along the lines before I got it drilled it, tapped it, put these two pieces of Picatinny rail on there so that you put a scope on. Now, the scope hits this sight mount, so I either take the sight off, which I don't want to do, or we put different rings on there. So I've got some different rings here. Let's see what we can do with them, see which ones will work. These are some Leopold. And I've got some others that are just, these are just a generic. They might have come with that Tasco, I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do with it. Got first off, it helps to have the right tools with you. That Allen wrench won't fit that. Get an Allen wrench, unless this one will fit it. No sir, will not fit. So we'll get some tools and be right back. Okay, grab some tools, grabbed extra in case. See what we got here. Yep, that's too loose, so good thing we grabbed extra. Not doing well with this today. Let's see what we got. Okay, now we're cooking. It's a hot day out here. I'm not sure what the temperature is. Full sun, it's cooking. Alright, so got those off anyway. It's a start, right? I think. Let's see which one of these we're going to use. Holes would be a nice fit. Let's put some decent rings on the gun. Let's make sure. Fit on here. Pretty nice fit right there. Got that bolt going right across, right through the groove in the Picatinny. That's actually a pretty nice fit. Back down. Scoop in there. About where I want it. Yeah, we got a little, still clears not by a heck of a lot, but well, we got a good 1/8 of an inch or so clearance there on that sight, that rear sight, so that works. Gotta admit, when I went to get the tools, I got a cup of coffee. It goes better on a nice hot day than a hot cup of coffee, right? Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, I gotta shorten this table up. This is too tall. Oh well, we'll fight with it for now. We'll get it. Going back and forth, make sure I kind of get these evenly tightened down on each side so that I'm not putting a bind on one side or the other. I don't want to tighten it all the way because I'm going to have to square up the scope, because right now I can even see it's canted this way a little bit. So these others in place. I don't have a scope mounting kit with the level and everything to make sure that you get it completely, get your crosshair, your scope completely squared up so that your crosshairs are completely level. And yeah, mine may be a little more trial and error. Here. Let's see what we got. mark where it was at, actually. I think I had it closer than I thought. Yeah, let's see here. Looks fairly pretty close. Just to hear that way a little bit. Oh yeah, I think that'll work. When I get everything mounted up, probably won't video this, but I'll get out the bore sighter and get the scope partially zeroed in, so when they get out to the range and actually give it a good try, it'll should be pretty close. Loosen this one back up, we're a little off. Not even on our tightening on this end of the barrel of the scope. Tube. Meant tube, not barrel. Everybody knows their stuff is going to be yelling at me going, what are you calling it a barrel for? It's tube. That's okay. Never claim to be an expert on this. Okay. So that's partly. Actually a decent height too. It ended up, afraid it was going to end up a little too high with the other scope rings, but it's actually pretty decent. So we get the do something with this now. Get this Weaver scope on here. Kind of hate to take these scope rings off of this because I mean they're the original Weaver scope rings that came with this scope, and you know they're kind of cool. You know, this is, I don't know how old this is, but it's fairly old. Might be 50 years old or better. It might have come out in the 50s. It might be quite a bit older. But if I can't get it to mount on the gun, doesn't really do me much good. Some of the newer stuff I've had on here. This is a Model 597 Remington 22 semi-automatic. Comes standard. It's a 7-round clip. So, excuse me, magazine. 7-round magazine. I have a larger magazine for it, but they haven't done much with this one yet. It's just been sitting around waiting to be tested out. Of course, it hasn't had any, doesn't have any sights on it. No scope on it. It's set up for factory to have a scope mounted on it. So that kind of kept things a little off on it. Couldn't use it. Now, what was I going to try? Let's see. I'm going to try to use those off that other rifle. They wouldn't fit at all, would they? Yeah, they didn't fit at all. too wide. Okay. Had to remind myself what I was doing. So, got this other set of scope rings. A little tall. See how that works out. But it will at least mount on there. Those are tall. Not sure I'm going to like that. We'll try them out. I may end up going and getting a different set. Got a red dot I could have put on here, I guess. Could be fun. Instead of a standard scope, put a red dot on here. Cheesy. Not gonna really tighten this down at all yet because I set that scope on there and see how it looks, see how it feels. If it's too tall, probably find a different set of. Have to get a different set of rings for it. But you want that. You want it comfortable. You want to be. You pull up that. Pull that up to your shoulder, and you look down that scope. You want that initial spot where you put it up. We are. It is empty. You want it to be comfortable when you put that on your cheek rest. You want to be looking right in that scope. It wants to be comfortable, right? It wants to come up to the right spot every time. Not sitting there, have to pull it up and then have to readjust. Those rings may be a little too tall, so we'll set the scope on it, and kind of get an idea what it is. And like I said, I may end up sticking a red dot on it for now, or I'll just have to buy some different scope rings. See what we have to do, I guess, huh? This isn't near as interesting as blowing shit up, but this is what I'm working on today. Might blow some shit up later. Who knows? After it cools off. It's freaking hot out here. Got sweat rolling down my side of my face right now. Okay. Got my runaway screw. Just set it on there. Just gonna look through it. See what it's like. Just leaving it just sitting up there. Yeah, it's not bad. You know what? I think we'll try it. We'll leave it on there for now, give it a try. Change my mind later. Different mounts on it, different sight on it. Scope, red dot, who knows. Always room for improvement. Know what you're working on. Change your mind. It's like working on a car. Get something on there, don't like the way it runs, don't like the way it's performing, you change it. Any AR. Put accessories on there, put a light on there, put a red dot, put a laser on there, whatever you're putting on it. You're don't like the way it's working out, you change it. Might end up changing the whole lower receiver on an AR just to get the performance you're looking for. Halfway level with this. Pretty decent. Snug her down where she's at. Let me take a look at something here. Excuse me. Sweat's rolling down in my eyes. On the glasses, making it blurry. Forward just a little bit. Sitting back just a little too far. Move forward. Keep readjusting just so that it's not me adjusting on after I'm already there. We'll pull it back up to the T-crest and see where it's at. See, that's quite a bit forward as far as where the adjustments are for your height and left or right. But that is, as far as the eye relief and looking through the scope, that's pretty much where I want it right there. Snug these back down. Check my level. Twist it off this way a little bit. It's cold mounts. Grab me right away. Don't have that tightened down very much at all. Just snug. I want to let loose of it. Close right there. Okay, guys. Camera got too hot. Told you it was hot out here. Camera got too hot. Shut off. 93 degrees. I looked it up. For those of you other parts of the world, it's like 34 Celsius. So, but got these on here. We'll try them out. See how they work. Bore side them first, get them tuned in, and yeah, not much interesting content today, but that's what I was doing. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.